A new incredible software is launching that lets you create math worksheet, book interiors and printables at the click of a button. It's amazing. Find out more in this video. Hello home bosses, my name is Nuria from thehomeboss.com. Welcome to my channel, which is all about helping you to make money online. And in my last video I spoke about how the educational niche is one of the best niches in my opinion, not only for creating books on Amazon KDP, but also for printables. And I showed you how to make a very easy kindergarten worksheet on Canva, which you can use to create books or printables. And you all know me for mainly talking about Amazon KDP and low content books and children's books, but I also want to tell you about how you can make an income with printables. Printables are easy to create and have become so popular in recent months, especially as many people are homeschooling their children, but also for parents who want to help their children improve their grades, and printables can provide a fun and educational way to do that. If you are a teacher or have children, you will be more familiar with the different age ranges and curriculums that you have to bear in mind when creating educational material. And there is a lot of information online. Always ensure that you are creating appropriate material for the ages and abilities of the children you are targeting. So before we talk about this new software, I want to show you how successful the education niche can be and how this is the case for books and also for printables. Let's take a look. So there are lots of people who are making quite a lot of money with printables, and the first one I wanted to show you is this Active Littles site, which is run by Tam. Tam makes about $6,000 per month just on her blog doing these kind of printables, and you can see how interesting they are and how varied they are as well. And she targets mainly very small children that are kindergarten age or around that age group. And you can see what a range of activities she has on her blog. Another very successful lady is Erica from Milestone Mom. And she also sells printables on her website, on her blog. And I know she makes a very good income from selling her printables. And these are people who are mom bloggers and who then started selling printables on their blog. And that's how they're making an income. But if you don't have a blog, you can also sell your printables on Etsy. If you go on Etsy and you type in math worksheets, you can see how many are coming up in the results, and they're all selling really well. So there's just lots and lots of worksheets, educational worksheets, but I want to particularly point out the math worksheets because they are the ones that this software can generate for you, and they're very popular, and I'll show you in a minute how they're also very popular on Amazon KDP. And these are the kind of worksheets that I'm talking about. So you can see it would be very difficult to generate them, and typing them out manually would be an absolute nightmare. So this software can really help with that. And if we go back on Amazon KDP, I brought up the bestsellers in math and teaching materials, and you can see the BSRs, how low they are. It's absolutely amazing, 778 there. And if you have a look, all of these books have really good BSRs, really low BSRs. So they are selling lots. And you can see how many there are, and they're all selling. They're all making sales. And some of them are making really good sales. So those are the best sellers in this category. There are others. So these are the best sellers in study skills, and you can see it's the same situation. The BSRs are very low, but I want to also show you the inside of one of these books and what that would look like. So let's click on this one, Humble Math, 100 Days of Timed Tests. So we want to have a look inside as well and show you what kind of pages the software creates. These are the type of pages that this software can create. So they are pages full of equations, and you can see how difficult and time consuming it would be to create these all by yourself if you had to type them all in manually. So I'm very excited to let you know about the new software, and it will launch this Friday the 22nd. And this automates the creation of math worksheets. There will be different levels of this software, and depending on which levels you purchase, you will have different features available to you. My next video will be all about the pricing structure and features, but today I just want to show you what this software can do and how it can help you create maths worksheets at the click of a button. And the software that I'm showing you has all the features available, so this would be what you get if you purchase all of the levels. But more on that in my next video. Today I want to just quickly show you what this software can do. I also think I should mention that it's not a design tool. You can use it on its own to create the whole book, apart from the book cover, of course, but you can create the whole interior of the book. You can create the math worksheets. But the beauty of it is you can use it in conjunction with Canva or PowerPoint or Affinity or any design tool of your choice. And then you can add embellishments, you can add different things to it. You can also do that in the software. I will show you where that is possible. But then if you download the worksheets and upload them onto Canva, you can even add more details to them. So to make your book really unique and really different from everybody else's. The development team are also constantly improving the software and adding features. So this tool is just at the beginning of its capabilities, which is really mind-boggling. I mean, I can't imagine what this will look like in 6 months' time. There will be so many new features added. So this is going to be a game changer for me because I'm thinking of creating an educational brand for my books. I also want to create printables. So for me, this software has really made a big difference. And I will be using this, and I will also be showing you videos on how to use it and how I use it in future. I'll give you a quick run through now. So this is what the app looks like when you sign in. So it's a similar setup to Canva. If you're familiar with Canva, then you will quickly learn how to use this. I have to say that there are lots of tutorial videos for this as well, and it's a good idea to watch them first because this software can do so many things that I didn't even know. And if you don't watch the videos, you kind of miss out, and it really helps when you know how this software works. So I can really recommend that you watch the tutorials as well, first of all. So let me quickly show you what you can do. It's really so simple. It's at the click of a button. You can set the page sizes for your printables or for your books. So for example, you can go on settings, and this is where you select your page sizes. As you can see, these are all the standard KDP sizes. Let's do an 8.5 by 11. And you can choose page numbering. So you can have page 1 in this format or just the numbers. I like to have the whole page 1 format. You can center align the page numbers or not, and then I think they come up on the right hand side. And you can set your margins here as well, so that you allow for your gutter and for all the other margins that you need. You would normally do this without bleed, so whenever you set something, you then have to click update to make this active, and then you can go on to this button here, the math worksheet templates, and then you can see that you've got addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, step multiplication, lattice multiplication, long division, time, fractions. There are so many things to choose from. And also what you can see is within addition, for example, you can see 52 more. And what does that mean? Well, it's just the design of the addition. I mean, they're all addition problems or questions, but you can design them differently. So for example, let me click on one and show you. Let's take this one. So all I have to do is click on this, and it auto-generates a whole page for you automatically here. That is absolutely amazing. And then you can create a new page and do another one, or you can actually clone this page and it will create another set exactly the same but with different numbers, so that you have different numbers on each page. So if I do that, it's cloned another page, and you can see it's completely different. And you could make 50 or 100 pages or however many pages you want just in this way. The design can change. So for example, that was this one. You can also have one where the second operand is missing, so you have 4 plus how many are 6, so that's another way to do it. Or the first one is missing, so something plus 2 is 5, then they would have to do it like that. Let me just click on that and show you. So here is another sheet generated at the click of a button. Let's try a different design. Let's have a look at this one. I quite like this design. So you can already see that every book will be different, because not everybody will choose the same designs. You could make a book just with this design or with this design, or you could mix 2 designs in one page. I'll show you how to do that. So you click on your page and then you can decide how many rows and columns you want. So say, for example, you want to make this 6 rows and 5 columns, and then you click on this and you update your worksheet. And now you have the 6 rows and the 5 columns. And then you could also create a new one. Now let's change this to 3 rows and let's stick to 5 columns. And we update the worksheet. And now you could place this under this page. So you just have 2 different designs on one page. There is absolutely endless possibilities here for your designs, and this is just addition. So now you could go to a different worksheet template and you could do subtraction. So let's click a new page. You can do the same thing here. Multiplication, another one. So again, let's just have a look at a different design. These ones are quite nice as well with the boxes. So this has created a multiplication worksheet, and you can clone this and it will create a completely different one. The same design, so retains the same design when you clone it, but it changes the numbers, and you've got a lot of flexibility with the numbers as well, because say you go on this and you want the first operand range to be between 1 and 9, you can do that. But say you want to make it a little bit more difficult, and then you want the first operand maybe to be, I don't know, between 9 and 15, for example, and you update your worksheet and then the numbers have changed to be within the range that you set. You can also set the operand settings to regular, randomize and alternate, so that is another way you can switch it all around. And the missing item distribution can be even or random. So there is just so much that you can customize here. You can have like a dashed design here for the little boxes. You can change all of that. There is so much that you can do. You can drag it in, make it smaller. You could have, I don't know, so many designs. It's absolutely mind-boggling how much you can do with this software. Let's go back to the worksheet templates, and I want to show you some other ones that are really cool. Let's add another page, and the one I wanted to show you in particular was this one, just because it's visually so nice. So you can teach children how to tell the time. So let's create one of these worksheets. So you can see that this is a worksheet where the child is supposed to tell the time, and then they can write down their result here. And what we can do with these little clocks is we can again change the columns and rows. So let's say we want to just do 2 by 2. Let's try that. And we just have these here. You can make activity books with this and then have other kind of activities underneath, or just include this as a whole page, whichever way you want to do that. But the nice thing is that you can really customize these clock faces. So for example, you can change the radius, so now they're smaller, and you can change the hour length. You can see it's changed. You can, let's change it back. You can change the hour hand thickness. That is quite a good one to do. So now that is really distinguished from the minute hand. You could change the colors, so you could make this a really nice purple if you wanted to. So, and now we can change the same thing on the minute hands, so we can make that a little bit shorter maybe, and maybe make it a little bit thicker. And we can also change the color. I mean, this is completely up to you how you want to do this. That's maybe a little bit too light. Let's do a nice dark color. So obviously the color combinations are something that you can work out yourself. You can make the clock hand rounded, or you could show the clock hand arrow. I quite like the arrow. That's quite a nice idea. I mean, you can only probably see that if we zoom in. So let's just zoom in. You can see this a bit better now. Maybe increase the arrow size. So now we've got little arrows on the clock. This is just so nice to customize. I mean, you can make this look really matching with your brand. You can change the bezel outer edge thickness, make that thicker. You can even change the color. Let's give that a nice color as well. So there is just so much that you can do just on this feature alone. And I love this feature. The other thing that I really like is all the different types of clocks. You can have different types of questions, like this one here, for example. It tells you the time, and then the child has to put in the hands for the clock at the right time. And another one would be, and again, you can customize this the same way I customized the other one. And there is another one here. Let me make that bigger to show you. So now they have to guess which of these times this is. So this is such a good practice aid for them. So they can really practice once they've learned how to tell the time. And I just think this is an amazing software to do that. It's so quick. And you can create all these things. And like I said, you can download them as a PNG, as a JPEG, as a PDF. So you could make your whole book and just download it in one go, or even as a PowerPoint file. And you can then play with this in PowerPoint if you want to add things. But what's really nice in this is there are more features here where it says images. And actually they've got images that you can add to this. So you could create a page and then just make it look a little bit prettier. You could add little animals, or you could add a border. Let's try this. So you could add a little border, you could change the color if you wanted to. Obviously for books it would be black and white, grayscale, but if you're making printables, this is amazing, because you could even make a coloring book with this and have these little animals put into your book as well. So there we are, little bat. Just adjust this a little bit. You can send this to the back, the same as you do on Canva. Push backward, and then you can pull down the little clocks a little bit like that. Let's put this in the center, and you can see, very similar to Canva, it does center your designs. So it is similar to Canva, but of course it's not a design tool. I do have to say that, because there are certain things that you can't do like you can on Canva, but you could then download this, upload it to Canva, and you don't even need to do that, because it's got all of these features here. It's got borders, it's got little pictures that you can use that are themed, so it helps you. And there are so many more. Look at this, home and nature. There's 58 more. So when you click on that, you get so many designs. It's amazing. I mean, you could make a book, and there's no way that two people using this same software would come up with the same kind of book, because the variations are just too great. And there's another feature here where you can upload your own images, similar to Canva as well. So this is absolutely amazing. I think it is a game changer. And think about the potential for not only KDP books, but printables. You could create so much educational material. You could create your own education brand, and that's what I'm planning to do. And yeah, we'll let you know more about this software in my next video. I will go over the whole structure, how it's priced, what you get for each level that you can purchase. And it might be that you just need the first level of the software and you can start creating books with that, or you might want to buy add-ons that can create even more things for you. So all of that in my next video, and I will also offer a bonus with my affiliate link, because if you are creating these kind of books, you will also want to create some nice A+ content or some mock-ups. So I'm offering my mock-up generator for free if you purchase this product, this software, through my link. So all of that information will be in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this. I think it's amazing, and I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.